Hey everybody, this is Chelsea Shaffer.
And Kaitlin Gustave.
And this is The Score, the official podcast of the sport of team roping. This is the Team Roping Journal's semi-weekly podcast highlighting the team roping industry's top talents and influencers through stories that inspire and connect ropers. We sit down with ropers from the professional ranks as well as industry icons and producers to delve into topics that make the team roping world tick. This is Season 2. It will feature even deeper interviews, storytelling, and issue-based coverage, and we are so excited you're here. Hey everybody, welcome to The Short Score. This is the Team Roping Journal's news update podcast, and it is nearing the end of the Pro Rodeo regular season, so we just have a few little updates right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, which I'm sure everyone has, that Brenton Hall and Chase Tryon, they won Puyallup, Washington. And Brenton Hall is going to be a first-time NFR qualifier this year.
Which is so exciting. That's a good kid. He's a two-time World Series of Team Roping, number 15 finale winner, I believe. Don't quote me on that. At least once. I think twice, though. And, last year he was second. He was a reserve Rookie of the Year. He was a Star Rookie of the Year. So it's exciting to see him. There's, I go and stay at the Moats quite a bit. And I know Chase Tryon lived there for a while. And the Moats crew will tell you nobody has worked harder than Chase Tryon over the last 5 years in team roping. He had made the finals quite a while ago with Kevin Daniel. And Chase then worked with Moats, readjusted his roping, readjusted his riding, busted his butt every single day. And now, we saw him make the finals last year. We're seeing him make the finals again this year. It's really exciting to just know that hard work paid off for Chase Tryon.
Yeah, no kidding.
Absolutely.
And then other news, Pendleton's going on right now. Big grass letterbuck rodeo. Currently, the first round is finished. They had a big slack Monday morning, or afternoon, I should say. That Colton Campbell and Dalton Pierce, they are 4-7. They won the round, and that paid out over $4,000. So
yeah, that's awesome. I saw Tanner Baldwin and Nano Garza's photos from Pendleton. The Hubble sent them to me. Nano's horse, I haven't talked to them, but I hope his horse is okay because he had a back leg all in the wrong direction during way out behind him, but he was stopping and they were still 5-1, so hopefully it ended up okay for those guys. But Pendleton is such a fun rodeo, but such a funny rodeo. Guys that don't need the money as far as making the NFR can win and be some spoilers for guys that were really trying, the difference between 1 hole and 2 holes can be a really big deal this time of the year. I know I'm seeing that Eric Rogers and Peyton Bray, they tied for 8th, and that, that could be good, that could be bad, we don't know yet. They only picked up $136. The guys that tied for 6th and 7th right before them, they picked up $1,327. So just that difference it's crazy, alone, between a 5-7 and a 5-8, when Rogers and Peyton both really need money, that's crazy how much difference that little tiny 1/10 of a second made.
And there's another Resistar rookie that placed really well, that Cal Fuller with Casper Roy. They placed 3rd with a 5-4. And so, I know Cal's up there in the PRCA World standings as well, so.
Absolutely. Oh, and look, I'm just looking at Britt Smith. He's on his permit, and he's roping with his brother Jake. Those are Clay Smith's little brothers. And Britt, he won split 4th and 5th at Pendleton, and that's $2,500. So that's pretty cool for those guys on their permit. Britt Smith is going to be a force once he buys his card. I think they're strategically waiting on that one. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, before we go, I know the results are pretty short when it comes to the pro rodeos right now because there's just not a ton going on. But I want to give you a calendar of what's coming up. This week, Andrews, Texas, the Matthews Land and Cattle qualifier for the World Series of Team Roping finale starts on Friday the 13th. Belfast, South Dakota has a qualifier. That's also starting Friday, September 13th. Tremonton, Utah qualifier, Triple T Productions. That starts Friday the 13th. Corning, California, Cal Shootouts World Series qualifier. That starts on Saturday the 14th. Las Cruces, New Mexico has a World Series qualifier on Saturday the 14th. And that is it for the World Series coming up this weekend. For the USTRC, there's an NTRL Campbell, New York. That's a NFR earnings event on the 14th. The 14th and 15th is a Hill Productions Open. That's another NFTR earnings event on the 14th and 15th. It's Circle T Arena in Hamilton, Texas. And the NTRL Triple J Ranch is September 21st to the 22nd in Sarasota, Florida. And that is also an NFTR earnings event. Don't forget to put the USTRC's 30th National Finals of Team Roping. That is October 27th to November 2nd, of course, in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Now we're going to make sure we start adding the National Team Roping Tours events onto this podcast too. So coming up for them, the Colorado Championships are the big event that they've got this weekend coming up at the Montrose County Event Center in Montrose, Colorado. Looking forward, the Texas Championships, those are October 12th. That's in Stephenville, Texas. And the Arizona kickoff is Saturday, October 26th at Rancho Rio in Wickenburg, Arizona. All right, everybody. Before we go, remember, check out the Ride podcast. That's the new podcast by our partners at Horse and Rider Magazine. I think you'll really enjoy that. And their first episode is up. You can meet their team and listen to them. And I make a little guest appearance from time to time on that podcast. So check that out, and we will talk at you next week. Remember, go back and listen to our audio articles and check out any episodes that you might have missed. Share them with your friends and leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. Thanks.